Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today's story is about the most haunted house in the world. It is an emergency call. A woman screams into the phone. She's crying. Her voice is shaking. She says she's being chased. Then a loud bang, a thump, and then silence. The operator tries to call back, but the line is dead. The police are sent to the address. They arrive at a house on the outskirts of town. It's big and old and looks like it's been abandoned for decades. But according to the caller ID, the woman who lived there, her name was Evelyn Whitmore, is still there. Detective Alina Ward, a veteran cop with 17 years on the force, has seen some things: drunken brawls, drug deals gone bad, a man with a hook for a hand, but nothing prepared her for this house. The operator told her about the call, how Evelyn had sounded terrified. So when Alina knocked on the door and got no answer, she let herself in. As she stepped inside, the acrid smell of decay hit her like a brick wall. Broken glass crunched under her boots. She flipped on her flashlight and gasped. There was no electricity. The only light came from the front door, a gaping black hole that swallowed the living room whole. The place felt heavy, like the air itself had turned to lead. Something rustled above her. Alina, freezing, whirled around. Nothing. She tried calling it in, but her radio was dead. So was the flashlight. She pulled out her backup, the beam catching movement in the corner, a rat skittering across the floor. The house was a tomb, silent and empty. She moved through rooms with peeling wallpaper and threadbare rugs, each one more dusty than the last. Where was Evelyn? Was she even here? The living room was huge, with a long dining table at its center. On it, 7 plates were laid out, each with a handwritten menu. Alina's breath caught in her throat. One of the plates read, "For Detective Alina Ward." This house was a maze. Each room was like a funhouse mirror, mocking her, distorting the familiar into something grotesque. Upstairs, she found a closed door with the sliver of a candle flickering beneath it. She knocked. No answer. Then the door swung open. Inside, the room was pitch black. Alina stumbled back as her eyes adjusted to the gloom. In the middle of the room, an ornately carved wooden box lay open, inside a single white rose, its petals stained crimson. A chill snaked down her spine. She wanted to get out, to get away from the suffocating darkness and the feeling that something was watching her. Then she saw them, the walls lined with family portraits, each one with a gaping hole where the person's face should be. It was as if someone had lost their mind and started gouging out eyes, but they weren't eyes. They were memories. Then she noticed something odd. The faces of everyone in the picture had been removed except for one. The detective's own face stared back at her, leering, untouched. She backed away, bumping into a full-length mirror. And that's when she saw them, 7 figures standing silently behind her. They were pale, their clothes torn and bloodied. They were emaciated, skeletal fingers digging into her shoulders, their lips split into silent screams. She whirled around, but they were gone. Had she imagined it? A trick of the candlelight? Then she noticed the eighth face staring at her from the mirror. Evelyn's face, her eyes blank and soulless. As suddenly as they appeared, the figures were gone. Alina fled. Down the stairs, she could hear their whispers slithering through the halls, their icy fingers brushing against her neck. She burst out the front door and into the night, gasping for breath. As dawn broke, she could hear their laughter echoing in her ears, and when she turned to look, the house was gone, vanished. The only evidence it had ever stood here was the crushed remains of a rose, the same rose from the box, lying on the sidewalk. The detective never forgot the look in those eyes, the vacant sockets that seemed to stare into her very soul. And every year on the anniversary of the call, she swears she can hear their whispers in her dreams, beckoning her to come back. For the table is set. Dinner is served.